What is good? Let's have some fun. It's the Fundamism podcast with your host Paul J. Long and all things fun. We'll let the fun begin. Woo! What is good, ladies and gentlemen? And welcome to another edition of the Fundamism podcast. We're brought to you, as always, by our sponsors over at Charlie Hustle. If you're looking to be the freshest dude or chickadee on the block, then go to charliehustle.com to learn more about their threads. My name, Paul J. Long, speaker and consultant, and we're solo today. It's a solo cast. Of course, one of my favorite things to do is kick it with you guys. While I thoroughly enjoy, as you guys know, interviewing folks, I enjoy spending time with you guys one-on-one more. And specifically because I know that if we spend just 10 to 15 minutes of our day together and we ask questions that force us to think and we challenge each other to grow as individuals, then you might become even more fans of Fundamism than you are today. So that's our goal. And today we're talking about the best day ever. The best day ever. If you had to define your best day ever, like woke up, it started like amazing. It was off to on a great foot, and you just everything that you wanted to happen as a result throughout the day happened. Like it was the best day ever. What would that look like to you? Think about it. I really want you to reflect on the things that give you joy right now in this moment. If you had to look back at your day and you got home at the end of the night and your wife asked you, or your daughter asked you, or your son asked you, or your mother asked you, what happened today? And your eyes lit up and you were overcome with this feeling of jubilation. And you excitedly, with a smile, said, "It was the best day ever." Their, of course, follow-up question would be, well, why was it the best day ever? What would you say? How does the best day ever look for you? Gentleman that I respect who is no longer with us, and when I think about what I respect about this gentleman, sometimes I get emotional when I look at people's creativity and I see them thriving in the environment or the realm in which they were meant to be in. I love music. Like, I love music. When I think about the best day ever for me, every single time it's going to start with me going to the gym and working out and listening to my favorite artist. And one of those artists is a gentleman by the name of Mac Miller. And he has a song called Best Day Ever. And the BDE, Best Day Ever bonus, is absolutely amazing. I probably listen to this song at least once a week, if not more. And the chorus says this: "No matter where life takes me, you'll find me with a smile. Pursue to be happy, only laughing like a child. I never thought life could be this sweet. It got me cheesing from cheek to cheek. And I ain't gonna wait for nothing, because that just ain't my style. Life couldn't get better. This gonna be the best day ever." Man, that's so amazing. Like, I listen to that and I get emotional because that dude faced a lot of demons. He battled addiction and expectations and was constantly feeling as though he wasn't stacking up to his own expectations, let alone the expectations of others. And he passed away a very, very young kid with just demons. And we all have them. But what I love about the song, and specifically that chorus, is he's envisioning the best day ever. And he's speaking what he wants into existence. So if you think about your best day ever, what would it look like? Mine starts with the workout. I'm listening to Mac Miller. I'm listening to the Steve Miller Band. I'm listening to Whitney Houston. I'm listening to Tina Turner. I'm listening to Metallica, Korn. I listen to so much music, like there is not a type of music that I can't appreciate. And I spend time every single day to listen to it. And I find myself often getting emotionally attached to the words. Whitney Houston, I want to dance with somebody. How could you not listen to that song and, regardless of how you feel, not want to start dancing and potentially even want to dance with somebody? I was in Austin, Texas recently, driving down the street on Duval, trying to catch a Rudy's barbecue, which I thoroughly enjoy. Of course, not as great as or as much as I enjoy Kansas City barbecue, but Rudy's barbecue is delicious to me. I like to get their spicy chopped beef and a pound of moist brisket and at least half a loaf of bread and creamed corn and half of a spicy hot link. And I wash it down with a nice tall glass of Coca-Cola. That sounds like one element of the best day ever for me, just a good meal. So I'm on my way to Rudy's. I'm listening to the local radio stations, and on comes Tina Turner. Tina Turner, you say? Tina Turner. And so as I'm driving down the street, I'm jamming. I mean, I'm really feeling it. I mean, I am dancing. I'm acting a fool. I'm feeling great about myself, and I get lost in the music. So as I'm driving down the street, I mean, what's love got to do with it? What's love but a second emotion? What love got to do with it? I mean, I'm in it, ladies and gentlemen. I'm feeling it, and I'm getting it, and every aspect of my body is jamming. I mean, I'm just 100% in my element, in the zone. And I pull up to a stoplight. And I feel, and I'm sure that you guys have felt this before. Have you ever felt like somebody just peering at you? Somebody just mean mugging you? Like you feel it. You feel this energy of folks looking at you and potentially judging you. Well, I felt that in that moment. But I just kept on. I was in it, man. I was feeling so great. At the time, it was the best day ever to me. And it was the world's longest red light. So as that feeling of somebody peering at me continues, I worked up the courage to look over to see who it was. Now, first of all, I ask you, A, would you ever find yourself singing, dancing, and acting a fool in the moment in your car, like completely lost in yourself and in the music? You could be a terrible singer, a terrible dancer, whatever it may be, but have you ever just found yourself or worked up the courage to just lose yourself in the music? I follow up that question by asking, if you felt somebody looking at you, peering at you, would you continue or would you stop out of fear of being judged? And the third question I'll ask you is, would you look over while continuing at that individual or at that car? And what would you do? So finally, I look over and I see a vehicle housing two young ladies, probably in their late 20s, early 30s. The driver is a redhead with really thick glasses who is cheesing from cheek to cheek. That's a little Mac Miller for you, if you remember. And all of a sudden, she rolls down her window and she says to me, "What's love got to do with it? Got to do with it?" She was listening to the same song on the same radio station and feeling it as much as I was. And in that moment, we got lost. We got lost in music and beauty and emotion. It was fantastic. And she drove off. I never saw her again. As many of the folks that we see and we feel fear because they're judging us or whatever, oftentimes we never see those individuals again. But it created a wonderful moment in my life. It created in that moment an extension of what I perceived to be the best day ever. Now, the benefit of that day and calling it the best day ever is I always had another opportunity the next day to create the next best day ever. And all you do to ensure that happens is do more of the stuff that you love. Have more fun. Do the damn thing. Get out of your head and have a great, great day. So, circling back, I ask you, what do you do for fun? I ask you, what is the best day ever for you? Write it down if you need to. I want you to list at least 10 items on a piece of paper or in your head or on the notepad in your phone, 10 items that would categorize your day as the best day ever. And then my challenge to you today is to go out and do at least 3 of those things. Do at least 3 of the 10 on your list that would make this the best day ever. Do it. Do it. Do it. If it's a priority and you want to have fun and you want to have a better day, if you want to get out of your head and you want to create the best day ever, if it's a priority, then you'll make it happen. Stop making excuses for yourself and go do the damn thing. Alexa, play the best day ever. BDE Bonus by Mac Miller.
Here's a sample of BDE Best Day Ever live by Mac Miller on Amazon Music.
Good old shit. Oh my god.
Oh my goodness. And I ain't gonna wait for nothing, 'cause that just ain't my style. Life couldn't be better. This gonna be the best day ever. Ladies and gentlemen, coming to you always, this is Paul J. Long, wishing you the best day ever. Go out and make it happen. I want to hear what your best day ever looks like. So comment on the video, post on the blog, create a conversation on any social media with me. What's the best day ever look like for you? Do 3 of your 10 things, and I promise you, you'll be in a better place because of it. Talk soon, and we'll catch you on the next Fundamism podcast. Out.